This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Richard, tough act to follow, man. I hope you got your energy and your coffee this morning.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of groggy, kind of waking up, but I'm awake now.
Yeah. Are you Ric Flair? I mean, Eddie said three times he wasn't Ric Flair, but I'm wondering, are you Ric Flair?
No. I can't compare to the Nature Boy, but Eddie, he woke me up, man.
I don't think Eddie's not on the green lid. He's not on the decaf. He's on the full pop.
I kind of hope he was. I hope he was in his car in a deserted field, or there's some other people that are awake now because of that.
That's part of why he comes on again, and especially in the mornings. He wakes people up that are...
The human alarm clock.
He's the human coffee, if you will. Richard, let's start with the latest commit. Wyatt Simmons, Harding Academy, Searcy, Arkansas. Tell us about him a little bit.
You know, I remember, I'll just start off with this. I remember seeing Jalen Cataline's highlight video in high school. And the first time I saw it, I had to watch it again, and I turned it off, and I said, that's the best film of any high school safety I've seen. The reasons for it, he was so sudden, explosive to the ball, very good physicality, just made plays. I won't necessarily say that Wyatt's film is the best I've ever seen, but is definitely one of the best I've ever seen. He's extremely sudden to the ball, explosive closing speed, very good physicality. Obviously, a coach's son, and that helps him with the it factor. He knows the game of football. This kid has the potential to be pretty special. Obviously, you know, everything has to translate over to the college game, but his closing speed, everything that he's got physically, and also you throw in 6'3", 215, and I think he'll be able to, you know, carry 230, 235. Not lose any speed, and has a chance to be pretty special. So
I know he plays smaller division Arkansas high school football, and he's rated. Yeah, he's rated as a 3-star. But if you look at his offer list, I mean, it's big time D1 programs that were trying to go get this kid. Explain to just kind of our audience why he's not a 4-star, maybe why he's not more highly thought of in the recruiting spectrum.
Only thing I can think of is that he's kind of late to the scene. I mean, in the spring, that's when he kind of blew up, and he wasn't really on the radar before then. You know, and talking to communicating with his high school coach last year, he'd send me stats, and Wyatt had really good stats, but he didn't tell me. You know, usually sometimes high school coaches will say, "Richard, this kid's special. You need to take a look at him." You know, that didn't happen, and then come springtime, he puts out his highlight video, and then schools start going by his school and checking him out, and he blew up for his first offer. From his first offer to offer number 20, probably came within about 3 to 4 weeks. As far as what I remember, I mean, I'm not looking at the offers right now, but they all happened very, very suddenly and very fast after his video got out there. And you know, all I know, Lincoln Riley's been calling him before he committed and trying to get him to visit. Obviously, Stanford, Oklahoma, several other schools, Texas, were wanting him to make an official visit. He only visited Clemson, Auburn, and Arkansas officially, but other schools wanting him to visit. But he made the decision to be a Razorback, and I think it just his comfort factor with the defensive scheme, Coach Williams, the DC, and Coach Pittman kind of won him over.
Richard Davenport with us on the McLarty Daniel hotline. This news is a few days old, but I think it happened after our last visit, and that's Oberian Robinson out of Little Rock Parkview has put Arkansas in his top 10. I know you talked to Coach Boulding. I read that on Sunday, and kind of tell us more about Robinson and maybe what the future holds for him and who else is in his top 10.
Yeah, well, he's about 6 foot 6'1", about 185. Good frame. But he's just a do-it-all for Parkview. I mean, he plays offense, he plays defense, he returns kicks. Coach Boulding will tell you he most likely will be the best player he's ever coached. He coached Alty Tenpenny, the late Alty Tenpenny. He coached Martrell Spate, KJ Hill. He's coached probably about 10 Division I guys, and he said now. Not only is he saying that now, but he said that when Robinson was a freshman, he said he was going to be the best player he's ever coached. So that's big time. But Southern Cal, Texas, I'm not looking at the list. I'm just going off memory. Auburn, a few others are some of his other schools. But
I think Oklahoma and Tennessee were on there too. So.
Yep. There you go. And then I will say that his mom is a big Razorback fan, along with the other family members. And his mom doesn't want him to go too far away. So I think that bodes well for Arkansas. But at the same time, I think she's like any parent, she's going to support his decision regardless where he goes.
Yeah. So 4-star safety, probably amongst the defensive players, at least in that 25 class, going to be amongst maybe one of the top 2 or 3 players in the state, I would guess.
Oh, no doubt. He's special. He really is. I mean, when a guy at that level, at 6A and be able to do it at a top level, I'm talking defense, offense, and returning kicks, and he scored several times, returning punts, kickoffs. So. He's just a special talent.
Hey, real quick before we go, you're in Little Rock. Is a buzz starting to build for the game coming up in just over a week? I mean, what's the feeling there in the capital city about Arkansas's opener?
Yeah. I think people were just excited about the season, and guy was talking about ran into a guy and. He was pretty pumped. He's ready for the season to start, and I think and we hear positive things each year about free preseason fall practice and stuff like that. But this year just seems to be a little different from the standpoint that I think it's totally justified. I'm not saying in years past it hadn't been justified, but you guys hit it on earlier. This team has a lot of depth in most positions, and that right there, if you have good quality depth, that also allows you to maybe have an injury or two, but you may not have a major fall off.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.